Every great cheese begins not in a factory, but under a wide-open sky, with the purest ingredients.
Welcome to the heart of the operation. This is where the journey of our raw, high-quality milk officially begins.
Before a single drop enters our system, it undergoes rigorous quality checks. Purity is our absolute promise.
The raw milk is then pumped into these refrigerated silos, awaiting the first crucial step in its transformation. Maintaining the perfect cold temperature is vital. It preserves the integrity and natural goodness of the milk.
This is the main chamber, a pristine environment designed for precision, scale, and the art of cheesemaking.
Our team monitors every variable constantly. They are the guardians of the perfect process.
The milk is now ready, the first step toward cheese, a subtle shift from simple liquid to complex potential.
We move to pasteurization, a rapid thermal treatment that ensures safety while respecting the milk's unique flavor profile.
This exact temperature and time combination is carefully chosen to eliminate any unwanted bacteria.
Once pasteurized, the milk is cooled back down rapidly. We must hit the exact target temperature needed for our cultures.
The vat is now loaded with the finished, safe base. This large vessel is where the magic of transformation truly begins.
This single batch will become thousands of pounds of aged perfection. Every step is about consistency and scale.
Now for the key to flavor, our starter cultures. These beneficial bacteria are like the soul of the final cheese.
They consume the lactose in the milk, producing lactic acid. This is the crucial first step in turning milk into cheese.
The culture needs time to become fully integrated and activate. We mix gently to ensure perfect distribution.
For the next hour, the cultures work diligently, raising the acidity and preparing the milk for the next big step. We constantly monitor the pH. Hitting the exact acid level is non-negotiable for proper curd formation.
And now, the catalyst. Rennet, a natural enzyme.
This is the true moment of coagulation. In a short time, this liquid will transform into a solid matrix, the curd.
The vat is now left to rest. The milk must be absolutely still for the next 40 minutes while the rennet works its magic.
Inside, millions of casein proteins are linking together, trapping fat and moisture. The curd is setting.
The clean break test. The maker inserts a blade to see if the curd separates cleanly, indicating it's ready for cutting.
This smooth, defined line tells us the protein structure is perfectly developed. The timing is everything.
The artistry of cheesemaking relies on instinct and confirmation. We are ready for the next stage.
The beautiful, solid curd must now be cut. Uniform size is essential for controlling the final moisture content. These specialized cutters slice the curd into tiny, perfect cubes, allowing the whey, or liquid, to release. This gentle, careful movement must not damage the delicate structure. We are separating the solids from the liquids. The newly formed curds are the future cheese. The liquid whey is a valuable co-product that we also utilize.
We are now cooking and stirring the curds gently to help them firm up and expel more moisture.
The speed and temperature of this cooking process determine the hardness of the final cheese.
The curds are shrinking, releasing moisture, and developing a slightly firmer, skin-like surface.
The cheesemaker tastes and feels the curds throughout this process, checking for the perfect squeak and texture.
They must be firm but still hold moisture. It's a balance achieved through decades of careful observation.
The temperature is increased very gradually. A quick jump could result in tough, dry cheese.
With the curds cooked to perfection, it is time for the next dramatic step, draining the vast amount of whey.
The whey, which is 90% of the original milk, will be carefully diverted for use in other valuable food products.
The separation is imminent.
The true concentration of flavor and texture begins now, with the drain.
This byproduct, the whey, is rich in protein and nutrients and is redirected for specialized use, ensuring zero waste.
The curds are now gathered. The stirring mechanism guides them into a compact mass at the base of the vat.
We are now forming the curd mat. This requires gentle but firm pressure to encourage the remaining whey to drain.
The mat needs to knit together under its own weight. This process is all about controlling the final moisture level.
Temperature is still critical. We are maintaining a warm internal heat to facilitate the continued acid development by the culture.
The mat is sliced into manageable blocks. This technique, known as cheddaring, is key to our cheese's unique texture.
The blocks are flipped and stacked. This continuous turning and piling helps squeeze out whey and develops the characteristic structure.
The porous interior is now visible. Flipping exposes fresh surfaces, accelerating the draining and matting process.
By stacking them, the weight of the cheese itself presses the blocks, tightening the structure and aligning the protein fibers.
Notice the whey still running freely from the sides of the blocks. The stacking is highly efficient for moisture reduction.
This resting period allows the acidity to increase further, which is essential for texture, flavor, and shelf stability.
The curd is examined for pull or stretch. This is how the cheesemaker knows the texture is moving toward the desired fibrous state.
The curd mat has achieved the perfect texture. We now cut the large blocks into smaller strips, preparing them for the final breakup.
These strips are fed into the mill, which shreds the curd into the small pieces or plugs ready for salting.
The mill breaks the large, fibrous blocks into hundreds of small, uniform pieces, the perfect state for absorbing salt.
The entire vat of milk has been condensed into this large bed of fresh, milled curds, ready to be seasoned.
Salt is a crucial triple agent. It stops acid development, draws out residual moisture, and, most importantly, provides flavor.
The salt must be perfectly and evenly distributed across every single curd piece to ensure consistency in the final product. A final, gentle mixing is required to ensure that the salt fully adheres and penetrates the surface of all the curd plugs.
The salt begins its work immediately, starting to pull the last traces of whey from the curd, tightening the texture.
Always taste the curd at this stage.
The curds are now gathered for the last time. They are pliable, well-seasoned, and ready to be consolidated.
We funnel the loose curds into the molding area. This is where they will finally assume the shape of the final cheese.
The molds, or hoops, are meticulously prepared. They determine the shape and protect the cheese during the pressing process. The loose curds are quickly filled into the molds. It takes significant volume to create a dense, structured wheel of cheese.
The curds are leveled to ensure a flat, even top surface, crucial for uniform pressing and a final aesthetic. The lid is placed. The stage is set for the final, powerful act, the hydraulic press.
The filled molds are now transported to the pressing area. This is where all the structure we built will be permanently locked in. All the patience, science, and timing of the last hours culminates in the press. This is the last step before aging.
The hydraulic press applies enormous, calculated pressure. This fuses the individual curds into one solid, cohesive body.
The pressure is applied gradually, starting light and increasing over several hours. Notice the residual whey still weeping out. The cloth liner helps contain the curds while allowing this liquid to escape.
Every type of cheese requires a specific pressure profile. Too much, too fast, and the surface won't knit properly.
Halfway through the pressing cycle, the cheese is removed, flipped, and redressed in a clean cloth. This ensures a perfect, even shape.
The curds are now a single mass. The surface is beginning to smooth, forming the foundation of the cheese's rind.
Back under pressure for the final hours.
This fully consolidates the body and creates a flawless surface texture.
This final press can last up to 24 hours. Good cheese cannot be rushed. Time is the silent ingredient.
The moment of truth. The cheese is carefully liberated from its mold, now a finished, pristine wheel. The surface should be seamless, showing no sign of the thousands of individual curds that formed it.
Each wheel is immediately marked with its production date and batch code. Traceability is key to quality assurance.
The wheel is gently washed to remove any lingering lactic acid or moisture from the pressing phase.
We move to the brine room. This chilled, highly concentrated salt solution is the final seasoning and rind developer.
Brining draws out moisture, hardens the surface into a rind, and controls the growth of ripening cultures.
Each wheel is slowly lowered into the brine, ensuring full and careful submersion. Too fast, and the surface could crack.
The brining time is precisely controlled by the cheese's thickness and desired final salt content.
Over the next day or two, the salt penetrates the surface, setting the stage for the crucial aging process. When the brining time is complete, the wheels are carefully lifted, allowing the excess brine to drain back into the tank.
The wheels are placed on drying racks to allow the surface to firm up. This is a crucial step before entering the cellar.
The drying room is strictly climate controlled. We need the rind to form quickly and evenly to protect the interior.
The wheels are gently tended to. Surface rubbing helps even out any moisture and encourages a smooth, natural rind formation.
The surface is now firming up, the beginning of the protective layer, the rind, that will safeguard the flavor inside.
A new identification tag is applied, now containing details about its brining time and projected aging location.
The wheels are ready for the long rest. They are stacked onto specialized shelves designed for circulation in the cellar.
The final transition begins. From the noise and mechanics of the factory floor to the quiet, dark tranquility of the aging cave.
Welcome to the heart of the flavor. The temperature and humidity are constant, mimicking a natural cheese cave.
This environment is meticulously controlled. High humidity and cool temperatures are crucial for slow, perfect maturation.
Each cheese type has its own precise location within the cellar, designed to optimize its unique ripening process.
Next to the new arrivals are wheels that have been maturing for months, their rinds already showing deep color and complexity.
The air itself is saturated with the aromas of ripening cheese, creating the perfect microbial ecosystem for flavor development.
The cheese is now in the hands of time. The complex chemistry of aging begins.
Deep inside the cellar, the rind is actively developing. This is a complex microbial ecosystem, crucial for protection and flavor.
The aging process is a waiting game, punctuated by routine intervention. The cellars demand constant, precise human care.
We age our cheese on specialized wooden planks. The wood itself absorbs and transmits beneficial microbes, enhancing the flavor. For our wash rind cheeses, the wheels are regularly rubbed with a brine or culture solution. This encourages a specific, pungent flavor.
This regular washing nurtures the bacteria responsible for the cheese's strong aroma and signature reddish-orange hue.
For natural rinds, careful scraping is needed to manage mold growth, ensuring only the desired protective flora remains.
Humidity is strictly maintained, usually above 90%. This prevents the cheese from drying out and cracking.
To check for quality, the cheesemaker takes a small, thin core sample using a cheese trier.
The core is immediately examined. We check for color, texture, moisture, and the development of flavor crystals.
The core is smelled and rubbed between the fingers. An experienced maker can gauge the age and quality just by feel.
For extra aged cheese, we look for the presence of tyrosine crystals, a sign of deep protein breakdown and complex flavor development.
The ultimate test is taste. The flavor profile must be true to the age and style, a culmination of the entire journey.
Detailed records of the sample results are kept. This ensures every wheel meets the standard before it is released.
After months or even years of aging, the wheel is ready. It is given a final cleaning to prepare for packaging.
From the stillness of the cave, the cheese is conveyed back toward the high-speed efficiency of the packaging line.
For some varieties, a protective layer of food-grade wax is applied. This seals the cheese.
Not all cheese is sold whole. Most wheels must be perfectly portioned for retail sale, ready for the consumer.
A highly precise machine cuts the wheel, ensuring every single portion weighs exactly the same for packaging consistency. The interior texture is now fully revealed, a creamy, dense, or flaky body, exactly as the aging process intended. The individual portions are immediately moved to vacuum packaging. This preserves the freshness and prevents oxidation.
The air is removed, creating an airtight seal. This locks in the flavor and extends the shelf life of the packaged cheese.
Final labels are applied, detailing the variety, the origin, and the commitment to quality that went into every block. From 1,200 seconds of footage, we arrive at the final product, ready to be enjoyed across the world.
The packaged cheese is stacked onto temperature-controlled pallets, prepared for refrigerated transport.
Every pallet is monitored. We ensure the cheese maintains the perfect cold temperature from our door to your plate.
The day is done. The equipment is meticulously cleaned and sterilized, ready to repeat the process tomorrow.
The result, a product defined by science, patience, and the highest standard of craftsmanship.
From the simple purity of milk to this complex, savory experience, we invite you to taste the tradition.